8 3/4, 489. And if you go and you look up a bunch of videos, just a couple knowledgeable guys on these rear ends. Mine turned relatively well, no issues. Axles look good. I'm gonna just change these seals out because I'm here. They actually don't think they look bad. Clean out all the old grease, and then I'll replace these seals. Kind of get a measurement on the current seal. That'll be my measurement. Yeah, a little bit. All right. There she blows. A WD-40 Specialist Superior Performance True multi-purpose grease. I'm going to put some in the axle ends. I'll put some grease around the seals here. I put it on the right there where that ridge is, right? And just a little bit. I don't go all the way to the very stopper there. Also, with the seal itself, the rubber part, I would put some on there as well. When you put the, I won't do it now because my fingers are on there, but put a little bit on the seal here. I'm doing it now. You know, because when you're pushing the axles in, you don't want them, because they're dry, to cause them to catch on anything. So I may as well add a little grease there. One thing I wanted to emphasize, you can see the ridge here. I've got it kind of caked up on that ridge. That's just kind of if you have one, you're working on one, it's smooth, and then it kind of steps up a little bit, and then you've got your slightly, there's some sort of retainer back there that's sticking up that doesn't allow it to go back any further. And then on top of it, I have the same grease on both sides. Try to set it in there, and then I'll grease up the seal as well. I made this. There's something that I make that ends up, this is byproduct. What I did is I cut that to the distance in which we need to get to, and that was something I gauged before by putting this up against the original seal and putting a piece of tape right there at the end of the axle. I didn't want it too far out because if it starts, it's harder to tell. And then I used this, I rolled up a piece of paper towel and cut it to fit, and then taped over that so that it kind of keeps the pipe in a more center state. And so now, so I put one of these on both sides. Those round discs, kind of ground off the any of the protrusions there. And now let's see how this goes. This is my first time doing this. So. Oh wow. Okay, that looks like that's way out. In retrospect, it seems like it's getting better. I'm gonna do 2 here. It doesn't seem to be moving. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I think this needs to go up some. Shit. Yep. That's a little bit high. I think that was the case before. Sweet. 1 in. 1 to go. I'm going to do the same thing. No reason to be redundant. If it goes bad, I'll let you know. But yeah, so after these seals are done, I'm going to grease up the axles and put those in there. And then the brake assembly, which is pretty cool. So you can see it didn't quite do what I needed it to do in the sense of staying there. I guess the tape came off. Maybe that's not a good design. I don't know. But it felt good. Had good weight to it. You know it's flat as long as you cut your PVC flat.